So I'm out to dinner the other night with Summer and her son, and apparently his this is fun. His friends all sent him a video of somebody shit talking me online. They were like, this guy, and they're all like the 2 or 3 that sent him the same video all at the same time. You're like, do you want us to beat him up? It was so funny to Ethan, not to me, because I didn't like. But anyways, so who is it? Bobby Lee and the Andrew Santino have a show called Bad Friends, and Joe DeRosa was on there, and I like. Anyways, this is the story. this is the story as it's being told. So obviously, I've been a terrible person, and I should hear what is being said about me. Okay, so this is he's the guest on Bad Friends with Bobby Lee and Santino. Okay, here we go.
You know, it was a nightmare. But they fucking I wasn't drinking. I was like in a little sober stint when I was there.
He was on I think he's talking about the Cabo Comedy Festival, which was 2003, 4, 3, 4. I don't remember.
Good.
That was not fun.
No, yeah.
Not at all. But yeah, you're at Sammy Hagar's fucking Tequila World, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah. Margaritaville's.
It's Cabo Wabo, and it's the bar he was down there. And when we were there, it was Sammy's birthday, and there was a huge line around the block. We didn't do shows at Cabo Wabo because it was full, because it was his birthday. So there were no shows at Cabo Wabo the time I was there. I only went to this thing once. Maybe people went to the other ones. Okay, so, all right. So far, no good. But okay, we'll see.
Competitor?
Yeah, you can't. You're not drinking. You're like, but anyway, yeah, 3 things happened down there. I got into a fight with Hal Sparks.
He got in a fight with me. Yeah, all right.
A fist fight with House Park?
No, and on stage in front of an audience.
What?
And on stage in front of an audience. Joe DeRosa and I have never shared a stage. I'm just saying, for the record. I haven't done an on-stage show with Joe DeRosa ever. But we'll see. All right. Okay.
Seth Herzog has this show called Sweet that he's been doing in New York forever. And the way the show works is he has a co-host. And if you're the co-host, you sit with Seth on the side of the stage. And you...
It sounds like Kill Tony. It sounds like he's saying there was a version of Kill Tony back then. And that there was you had a table on stage or something, and they talked. Whatever. Okay.
Riff with the comics.
Sure.
And like in New York, it'll be like literally like Will Forte or like Justin Long or Sam Rockwell. He gets all these really fun people.
Mm.
And in Cabo, he's like, brother, you've done Sweet a million times. Like, just co-host with me. It'll be fun. So I was like, that'd be great. So we're sitting there. Of course.
I don't think I did Sweet in Cabo. Pretty sure I didn't. Like, it's been a long time, but I basically was just down there to give an award to Bud Friedman, the head, the owner of the Improv, and then do a couple of sets. But okay,
we're in a nightmare fucking bar where it's not a good show to begin with because of Cabo. I mean, and then Hal Sparks went on, and I guess he didn't know what the show was.
Mm.
Thanks for your concern, Bobby. Well, one would think that would whatever happened would kind of excuse me if I didn't know that this was a show where people yell shit out. Then maybe whatever. All right, we'll see.
And he was talking, and I was
talking during my set. Really? That's weird. Normally, I just operate. I do shadow puppets. I was talking on stage. Was there a microphone involved? Okay.
Jumped in and said something. He goes, I got it from here, pal. All right? I don't need your fucking help.
Uh-oh.
That sounds exactly like me. That's basically anybody anybody who's ever seen me handle a heckler, I figure why try to be witty? Just go, AK, sit down there, pal. That's exactly what I do. Never happened. Honest to God. Like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Okay. But I mean, apparently, though, hey, pal, settle down. Sounds like me, doesn't it? You guys have seen 10,000 fucking hours of me doing this show. That sounds like something I say. All right, go ahead.
Right, like that?
Yes, just like that. That's exactly how I talk.
So, dude, I sit back, and immediately it's like,
Yeah.
You know.
Eye of the tiger, dog.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah, I do remember the part where we locked eyes, or he was fucking staring me down in 2003 in a show where he interjected from the audience, apparently, because we're sitting like this. One would think if he was on stage with me, it would be like this. Okay, so in his telling of this, and I swear to God, like, none of this happened. But, like, I'm just going by the story he's telling. That we had a fight on stage over this, and he's addressing me from the audience in a show that apparently it's no, the co-hosts are interacting with with the comics, and I didn't know it was part of the show because it was somebody saying something from the audience in this case, and my response was, "Easy there, pal. I could take it from here." All right.
yeah. Remember
been
that
there.
clip of you and Theo where you're staring at him?
Yeah.
It was like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
You fuck.
fucker.
Yeah.
And
Really? Why wouldn't you just? I mean, if you're interjecting, why wouldn't you just take it or something?
Just loading up the bullets.
Oh yeah, he was ready. He was going to nail me. Here it comes. Whatever. I can't wait to hear the zinger that nailed me to the wall after I said the thing I didn't say in a show I wasn't on.
and I'm just seething. And then halfway through his set, he talked to me. Like,
Halfway through my set. Halfway through. Okay. All right. Whatever. I talked to him halfway through his set. Okay.
you know. And he goes, "I'm talking to you, man." And I go, "Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to say something?" I tried to jump in earlier, and you got really pissed off.
Oh, here we go.
And he goes, "I didn't know you were so sensitive, little sweetie." And I go, "Yeah." yeah. And I go, "Yeah."
Yeah. I didn't know you were so sensitive, little sweetie. That sounds like a direct quote from me as well. Like, he's nailing this. This is obviously I said both of those. Yes, I was homophobic during QAF, and I was saying little sweetie while I was on Queer as Folk. And that was the best I could come up with, apparently. Also, it does sound like something somebody would say to him in that situation. Be kind of like a run-of-the-mill thing if you got pissed and that was your retort was, "I said something earlier and you got mad," and during a comedy show. Okay. It's Mario Cantone. Yeah. Do you think it's Mario Cantone? I think it might be too. I think so too. We'll see.
I didn't know you were a fucking.
Joe.
Wow. You're right. He was loading up the bullets. So I apparently, okay. I apparently said, "I didn't know you were so sensitive, sweetie." And he said, "I didn't know you were such a fucking," I guess, what, C word? I don't imagine what they would block out on that show. That's a no-go word. Okay. Yes, release the HAL files. Exactly. All right. Wait, okay.
Right away.
Wow.
No slow build.
No joke, I guess. I feel bad for Mario Cantone at this point.
Just come as hard as you can.
My hand to God, Bud Friedman was still alive. He was in the back of the room.
Wow.
He stood up and walked out.
Wow.
For people that don't, that's the guy who owned the Improv.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
the
yeah.
And I was
Improv.
like, well, there go the improvs.
Yeah. And then
I honestly don't even know what the meaning of that whole chunk was. Also, what the fuck was Bud doing there? Like, the only time I saw Bud was when I gave, like, there was this little award ceremony thing that I gave it to. Honest to God. I didn't see him at other shows at all. Bud was not sitting in the audience of any of my shows that I did down there, like the 2 sets that I did. He just wasn't there. For real. For real. Bud was not, like, I only saw him in, like, this little Ramada-y kind of room where they had this little ceremony. For real. Like, I have no idea what the fuck this dude is talking about. This is great. Now, I wish there were stories floating about me. I need the press, I suppose, but but okay. So wait, it gets better.
Did it ever resolve? You ever run into him?
I saw him the next day.
Yeah.
He saw me the next day after I shamed him so harshly by calling him sweetie and pal, apparently. Okay.
And I saw him the next day in the lobby, and he lectured me for about 10 minutes.
But
I lectured him for 10 minutes. Okay. So, okay. This is the lecture. Wait till you hear what the lecture was.
did
No.
How
Hal fucking Sparks lecture?
Lecture. Wow.
About what?
He's like, look, man, I'm sorry about last night, but you understand something. Like, they didn't tell me what the show was. And I'm like,
Why do I have a southern accent all of a sudden? They didn't tell me what the show was. Hey, man. Who was he talking to?
okay. Like, cool, dude. And he's like, every show has, I just told this story the other night. It's so hard not to laugh. He goes, every show. Wait till I tell you what.
I'm going to tell you ahead of time that what he says I said, I have never said in my life. I don't know where the fuck he got this. I am dead serious. I wish I kind of did. I have given people comedy advice over the years, but I don't give it, like, unless somebody asks or something. Check this out.
He goes, every show has an id, an ego, and a super ego.
I have never said anything even remotely close to that in my life. Like, I don't even know what that's supposed to fucking mean. And you guys know I have some pretty firm opinions and some pretty tried and true lines about stuff. There was no point in 2003 or 2004 where I was going, see, every show has an id, an ego, and a superego. Never happened. Not what, like, I don't know where the fuck, I have no idea who the fuck he was talking to. It was not me. I'm amazed. Like, this is, because when I saw, like, he calls me a dick, who cares? People call me a dick all the time. But this is amazing to me. Because, you're always like, hey, how do people see you? What do they say about you when you're not around? Well, I got to find out because my girlfriend's kids' friends send me this clip from this show with Bobby, and DeRosa's telling the story, and it ain't me. I don't know where the fuck. Like, yeah, okay.
Oh my god.
And you have to be familiar with all three. Now, let me tell you why the show Set List does so. Was that Prevenja's show?
Yeah.
Where you made up the jokes?
No, yeah, set list, yeah.
Set List. He goes, let me tell you why Set List does so well. Every week, they reiterate the concept of that show to the...
Okay. He was literally talking to somebody else. Like, honestly, I've done Set List and I love it, but I don't go around, like, selling the concept of Set List to other people. I don't even know if I'd done Set List at that time. I'm fairly certain I did Set List after I had done Cabo. Like, I'd never done it before. This is spectacular, though. Okay, but I'm digging the story. Look, it'll probably do me some good that these guys are walking around the Comedy Store telling people what a dick I am. Okay.
audience. And that audience has seen it a million times because that is how you treat the id, ego. And I was like, I am going to blow my brains. Kathy Ladman's standing over there. I've never met her. I was like, I'll maybe go try to talk to Kathy Ladman.
I know Kathy Ladman. I wouldn't pass up Kathy Ladman to talk to Joe, especially if I'd gotten into a pissing contest in a show I didn't understand the night before or whatever the fuck. I don't think Ladman and I were at the Cabo Comedy Festival at the same time either.
I got to get out of this.
And then tell me who quit comedy.
And then I saw Florentine, and I was like right after that. And he's like, "What's up, man?" And I go, "You know, he's a fucking dick, Hal Sparks." And he goes, "Yeah, what are you gonna fucking do, man?"
Because Jim likes me. I've done shows with Jim. I did a show with Jim last year. Like Jim does punchlines and backlines. All the guys from that metal show do. I did fucking Nashville with them for Rockin' Pod. Like I've done shows with that guy like recently this year.
I was so mad at the lecture. I was more mad at the lecture.
Yeah.
That did not happen. For real. Didn't occur. This is a fucking fever dream. I kind of wish it did, but I gotta say, like, none of that occurred. For real. But I'm fine with, like, you know, legendary asshole status if that works or whatever. These are the guys I think who are in like Rogan's circle and that kind of shit. So
I've never seen him since.
Oh wow.
I mean, I'm not. You know.
Let's set up a fight.
Yeah. I
yeah. Let's.
love wars.
Let's set up a war.
Do you know him? Is he nice? I mean,
I don't know anything. I know who he is.
Yeah.
Even if I've never even been in the same room as him.
Yes, you have. I saw Bobby Lee like 2 years ago at the Comedy Store. Of course he has. Now, he might have been high as fuck at the time because he was squirrely and he kind of bugged off. But that, like, nothing happened. All right. But I suppose we were both on the patio the last time I saw him, so we weren't in a room. Maybe that's what makes it
I
rough.
think I've done a show with him once. I don't really know, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
I had met him at Montreal, and we went.
No, you didn't.
We took a car. Remember, sometimes at the Montreal Fest, they'd make you do some show that was like actually out of town.
Yeah.
And it was the worst because you were in a fucking car for 45 minutes with one other comic.
Yeah, I didn't do those shows.
I did that with him once.
No, you did not.
And we got along really well.
I'm glad that you and Mario Cantone are friends.
And that's the first time I met him.
Right.
And I knew who he was from the L Word. He was on that show.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, I remember when I was on the L Word. It's the long hair. It throws everybody.
Showtime show. The
Oh,
L Word.
yeah, that's right.
Or no, he was on Queer as Folk.
Yeah.
And
Yes, I was at Montreal during that time because I was on Queer as Folk. I took a train up there. I did 3 shows in town, all of them basically walking distance, and then went back to work.
so I knew who he was.
Oh, no, yeah.
And you know, we had a great time. And then, like, when we rode back, he's like, "Hey, man, you're really funny, dude." And, like, we talked. I was like, "This guy's awesome." So when I saw him the next time, it was when he was on stage at Sweet. And
Also, again, no. All right.
And I was like, "Oh, this is I know Hal.
Yeah.
We took that car."
Oh,
trip."
that makes the story even weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually just remembering that part of it now.
Yeah, apparently. Or just having a dream.
What?
Yeah, I was like, I should have told this part first.
Yeah.
If somebody says back when I was growing up in this business, one weird thing, forever dead to me.
Yeah.
But you have little revengey things too.
Yeah, I don't know who.
I know who.
my-
Sorry, if somebody says one weird thing, they're forever dead to you. And this is where the story goes on, I think, with other people. I think this is where they drop the part about me. So, look, I just think I'm just proud to be a cast member of the L Word now. Yeah. What have you done? I only wish. I'm dead serious. Like, the most stunning thing about that thing is, insofar as I remember, none of it is true. not the car ride, not the, like, they gave us a shuttle at one point between two shows that were close by that, like, 4 people were in. And then in Cabo, like I said, I don't know. Yeah, I don't even get, like, the geography of that story is fucked up. Like, but yeah, didn't happen. And the part that really amazed me was the whole id, ego, and super ego part. Because the only way I would have said something like that is if I was literally fucking with him. Like if I'd seen his stand-up and he had a bit about the id, the ego, and the superego, and it was a callback to something he said. Because I would, honest to fucking God, I would never, I don't even know what the fuck that means. So, yeah. And I've never had a drink in my life and I don't do drugs. So it's not that I'm misremembering because I was fucked up. So, anyway, I don't think I've ever done a show with Santino. I may have because the Improv has like 10 people on every so often. And I've met Bobby Lee a couple of times, but that never happened. Just didn't. Just farce. And all I can think of is it's somebody else. Like he's literally mixing me up with somebody else. Or he's just like telling a story that happened, but is mangling everything that was said with some other show. It's the only thing that makes sense. So anyways, but hey, look, you and I have been talking for a while about how we need to get more publicity for the show, and maybe this will be exactly what it needs. That everybody who watches Bad Friends thinks I'm a dick, who has a degree in psychology apparently that I can't let go of. So, anyways, fascinating. I tried to look at for a comment section on there, but it doesn't seem to have one. I don't know if they have it turned off or some shit. But anyways, so that was that was a good time. It's fascinating to me. Like now I got to ask Kathy Ladman and like anybody else who was name checked in it and like about like, do you guys remember anything even remotely close to this shit? Saw the episode of Bad Friends where Mark Maron trashed Rogan. Yeah, that's why it's become kind of like a watch fest lately. But like, yeah, like part of me feels bad that whoever was making Joe DeRosa feel like shit, he's been carrying that for 23 years. Right? That's a lot. Because the fucking Cabo was a long fucking time ago. All right. So anyways, I had to share that with you. Simmer. Because obviously I've been a terrible, terrible person. And I've said in my life, I blame fame, it goes to your head and then suddenly become just overwhelmed. You become an egomaniac. It's like another character takes over. And then you start doing things you regret, like forgetting that you saw someone at the Comedy Store like a little over a year ago and had a conversation with them, and then go tell people you've never been in the same room. That's what fame does to you. Well, yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff. Anyways, so there you go. I know. I feel ashamed. Thank you guys. Please shame me. Please, everyone, tell me I should be ashamed of myself for that or whatever my doppelganger did. Okay, I'll raid Boston Brian. It's a good way to say, but I tried to, I was like, this is a good addition to the evening. As a matter of fact, CSL, if you don't mind, if you got that kind of teed up, if you want to do the raid, that'd be lovely. I'd be for it. Or I can do it from here. But until then, I'll just have to be here with the sorrow and the ignominy, the torrent of emotion that I've left in my wake when I was a bastard. I was quite frankly a bastard. Trashing people in my wake in my relentless pursuit of fame and fortune and tickets to see Sammy Hagar's birthday party at Cabo Wabo, which I missed, but I'm now friends with. Friends of his. So one day it'll happen. Thank you, CSL. But until next time, I'm gonna go flog myself and make myself feel worse. Or
This is some bullshit.
or it's just this is bullshit.
We see through it.
Yeah, it's either that or it's
This
just
is some bullshit.
bullshit. But hey, look, if being shit talked on one of Rogan adjacent podcasts works, then let's do it. All right. Talk to you later. Everybody send my love to Boston Brian. I'll see you guys tomorrow.